Hey guys, this is part 6 in our new handicap series. Um, let's review the basics, which are we're not here to look at how should you play handicap go, what are the best moves, anything like that. We're looking at a specific thing, a perspective, and it's about points of interest, whether you're playing even up or handicap go. Uh, what are the things to aim at? What direction do you go in? Use points of interest. And handicap go, especially high handicap, really starts bringing into focus the principles. So let's have a look. And again, I play these games as if they're even, which offers the game to black. And let's just do that again. Let's have black play really just defend. I just finished Jaceki. He plays a big move. I just play Jaceki. He plays a big move. Where to next? I probably come in. He attacks. I get out. So who's winning this game? Black is. Black's a full 6 stones ahead. I haven't made a mistake. He hasn't made a mistake. We're playing this as if it's even up instead of using my stones to suggest much more. So that's how I'm playing those. I just play as if it's even, and please win the game. And I found it to be an excellent exercise for me. I have my students play it. An exercise is to play at least 3, if not 4 levels below you, and then don't try to win. Just play basic even up. And it is a fantastic exercise. Okay. Kick and come out. We've talked about third versus fourth line here. Great for the corner. And of course, I'm not feeling any attack on my group. Nor again. Okay. Now, the pattern I use all the time, settle A, settle B, go hit a 3-3. There are no more 3-3s in this game. So what to do? If we compare Area 1 to Area 2, we're going to be going to Area 2 because Area 1's difficult, Area 2's less difficult. Okay, so the left, no, we're not going there. Somewhere on the right. Where? Regular approach. If we feel it's too dangerous, we play B. A lot of you know this. When we play B, it's like I don't have a lot of room. So if I play this move next, I can jump to 3-3 or jump out and there's more room now. So those, we can also put down C. That's better if you don't play C. So let's just say A or B. And that's the same as A, C, or D. Those are all the same, right? Or you can play Area 1 and Area 2 at the same time, which is what I did, which makes it very easy to settle. You're just alive. You can go one way or the other, and you're fine. So I thought that was the easiest, which would make it the most straightforward, even up concept. Here, some choices. Let's look at points of interest. My 2 ace stones. Trouble. Are they the same as my 2 B stones? No, that's 2 separate groups. How can you tell? It's cut. I can make them into one group, and I might do that. But at the moment, they're not one group. Okay, let's look at the B stones. What are their value? Well, if they die, It's, I don't know, let's take a wild guess at a good 20 points on the right. Well, that's big. Anything else? Yeah, the B stones represent the 3-3. They represent, actually, if we come out, let's have us come out and let's have him kill the 2. His corner's surrounded. So these 2 B stones are really in a position to be surrounding the D group. That's a bit of an overstatement, but interesting to me. I've played this countless times. I've killed the D group 100,000s of times. It's just like, yeah, of course, that is a future. Okay, so the B stone's very worthwhile. Now we talk about the A stones. Will they be attacking B? No. If black captures them, how big is it? 8 in Gote? Not very interesting. What else does it suggest? Well, if white saves, it's 6-ish, 6 points versus black taking them for 8. So the swing might be 15 points if we decide to save them, and it makes eyes for us. Okay, nice. You know, I'd prefer just to get out. I prefer to just get out. Please take the stones and I'll go about my business. So the point is, this is a choice. Don't worry about which choice is best. Honestly, it doesn't matter. When you get all the way to 7-9, you're just going to be making tons of mistakes in this. So don't worry about the mistakes. What do you see? Well, my first thought is I'll get the main group out where all this stuff is happening in the center. I'm surrounding black, I'm getting to health, and he does something like this in Gote. Please go right ahead. In this game, I'm thinking, well, I can either get out at C or use A to live. And he can't exactly surround me anyway. So I decided to leave them a bit weak. I'm not sure I like that. We don't want our opponent getting any free stuff on us. So if he plays A, let him have it. Okay. Boom, boom. I'm settling. All settled. The main, so I can either get my A out or try to use the A stone, the B stones a little bit first. Okay. Now again, however you choose to do it, don't worry about what's right. What do you see? Once you start playing that way, your moves start getting focused. Here's what I see. And as it's focused and things start coming into clarity, you're like, I think I went the wrong way. Rather than 1,000 games of, well, how about I try here? And then it's just kind of vague, floating around. I'm rambling. Well, try to move on here. So I'm thinking, whatever. I didn't like where this was going. For instance, sorry, connect. He just got the whole corner. I hate that. I will never now kill that corner. I'm not even going to invade it, probably. I hate that. No, I want access to this corner. Next, I don't like him. This is his sente, assuming I want to do anything all in the corner. So I turn, which is sente. So this whole thing is these 4 white stones. That's what I'm saying on that day at that time. I want to save them because of the whole corner situation. Okay, he plays here, I get out. So since that's what I saw, that means I'm focused on when can I come in, take away his corner and make him a weak group. That's what I'm looking at. He plays here. I'm glad. I'm so glad that cut is gone. Glad. Okay. He got rid of his cuts, but he left the main point. Well, that's a little silly. So we'll just leave that for now, which looking now, it looks a little heavy to me. I think I'd probably come out. At the time, I'm like, no, well, let's look at it. You have to admit that's a little uncomfortable. Yeah, we're going to be getting out, but let's go this way. Chase with the knight's move. I guess we'll get out. Chase with it. Feeling choked here. So if I were to play it today, I would stay there. I went this way. Next opening move. Strange one. Now we're going to choose between A or B. Well, what are the points of interest? Well, I think his corner, his C group, he just made it kind of thick. I'm not saying we can't invade anymore, but sure makes me feel like I'm not going to be attacking. Well, if I come out at A, isn't that trying to play next to the C corner to hurt it? I don't want A. What's B doing? Living in the big area. So to me, if C was weaker, I'm coming out at A. But it's not. So I come this way. So you go in the direction that you believe in, but make the choice. Look at. So if someone asks you, why'd you go that way? If you answer, well, I thought maybe this, and well, I thought maybe that, then just take your hand and slap yourself in the face. Say, I want my moves to start having clarity and purpose. I did it specifically because of. That's the answer you want. So what's that say? Hey, I'm looking at your corner. Really? I just made a thick little two-stone deal, making it harder. Oh, then I'm not doing as much as I thought I wanted to. Oh, what are you doing here? Try to live in the big area, get health, take up space. Good. Then now we know what to do next. Sure. Give him a bunch of cuts. I love giving him cuts, causing him so much trouble. Sure, Tari, and get a nice little group. Gosh, I picked up 2, 4, 6, less than 10 points. Nice. And now look at the upper left corner. I'm on both sides with the 3-3 wide open. Wow, that's fantastic. What should we do? Well, what's the point of interest? I'm focused on this A group. If I can play D, potentially the point of giving up my C stones, I really like B. Let's look at not giving. Let's say he's going to, let's add a stone here. Let's put it here. Atari, I die. But I get to attack the corner. That's what I'm saying. Even if it turns out giving up the 3, I might choose to give them up. Right? I'm talking about finding purpose in my move. So I want B. Do not want you connecting, giving yourself health. Now, that might be as obvious as anything, but I'm just saying when you put your moves down, have specific reasons. He plays here. That's a pretty strange move. That's a nothing move. Thank you very much. So when I go to the corner. Thank you. That's a horrible move. Horrible. Gosh. That might be the worst move I've ever seen in my life. Went out. He tries to do that. Just, he has no right. Oh, but you're not alive yet. Give me a break. He's just dead and dead. Well, shall we continue the fight? Maybe we should take away his eye. No, 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 no. You're in the middle of something. Finish getting your health. This makes sure you're alive in the corner. You can't start the fight and then come back and kill your corner. Finish strong. Now we can move to the future. Sure. Finish it up. Sure. Okay. What's up? So points of interest. I see 5 points of interest. I'm stating that my A group and my B group are separate. I can make them into one, but they aren't actually one solid group yet. We have his C stone. Are we thinking about, oh, weak stone? No. As a matter of fact, we want to make it stronger if we can. Okay. Area 1, nice. Area 2, I don't think we're going to be doing anything in Area 2. That's awfully strong black area. So let's get rid of Area 2. It just doesn't seem to be reasonable. Hurting C, no, unreasonable. Okay. A or B, which one is important? Well, the A stones are the important ones, generally speaking, because they are one group which you've invested an extra move into. B is one group which is you have not invested another move into. So A is more invested. So we could drop down. Let's check out the positives. Live, that's nice. Take, let's say 10 points approximately. Nice. Probably make the black stone stronger. We like that, making strong stone stronger. Waste of his time. Okay. I didn't like it because it's not even my points. I don't like trying to take points in Gote unless they're good points. Now, these aren't good points. These are small points that aren't even mine. I hated this direction. I see there's some practical value. Maybe, and I'm just kind of making up M3. I don't think he'd play there. I'm doing it so I can get the picture I want. Okay. We spent another move, so we got Gote, but now it's our points. And if things were different, I might be able to live, but they're not different. I'm just dead. So if I thought I could live in the corner, I believe I would do this because I'm alive. I got points. I can take away his corner. That's huge. But here, small life in Gote, no thank you. So I'm about to play away, which is me claiming I'm only interested in my A group. And I might even end up giving that up too. I don't know. But B stone, I'm just now stating you can take it if you want. What in the heck is that about? What is this stone? How do strong players find move? How they keep playing so good? How do they do that? Points of interest. Let's check it out. How's my C group? Well, I'm sort of out. Not, I don't have any eyes. I don't even have a base. Kind of weak. So if I can find time, if I can add other purposes, making C big enough, well, what else is going on here? Well, you got to say, this spot at D, I mean, if I can take his corner away, I find that really exciting. I would love to do that. Okay, well, let's check this out. I just added an entire extra dimension of health to my A group. This isn't a small change in health. This is a big change in health. And all of a sudden, there's a cut. He has a knight's move cut. So we can start imagining, uh-oh, are you going to let me cut? I can't let you cut. Great, then I'm alive. Wherever that's going to be, we'll put it there. Let's put it there. Well, that's nice. So, just like before, I said, if I thought that this gave me life in the corner and gave me points on the bottom and gave me life, it's becoming bigger and bigger. Let's spend a moment looking at that. Okay, basic Joseki. Here we go. This white move. Defense. Totally helping the white stone. Totally. Defense. Attack. About to take black's corner away, giving him just one eye's tiny base. It's attack. Territory. I'm taking territory, and next move, I'm going to take the whole corner. It's a wonderfully large three-purpose move. Okay, let's do it again. Not defense. It is attack, and it is big. Two-purpose move. Smaller. Let's do it again. Not defense. Not attack. Double Gote points. Or at least Gote points. Getting small. Don't do it. Well, I can kind of imagine the two white stones on top. They might want something. Let's put an extra black stone here. Okay, we're defending. Sure. Maybe some other defense is better, but at least we're defending ourselves. So the number of things you're doing and the quality of those things are how to think about your moves. So we're all the way to here. Is that right? Yeah. So I just played this turn. Let me get all these letters off. Just played A. Really quite good for defense. Gives me a great left turn now. Bringing the corner back where I'm not ready to say it can live, but it sure is getting interesting. I also think I'm starting to get close to this gap. I can imagine that becoming an issue. I mean, what are you going to do about that? If this, fantastic game for white. Okay. Well, instead, let's play this way. Okay. I'm saying there's a lot of aji here once I make this turn today. So this being our, I'll say fifth, I don't remember. session, are we seeing a definition to points of interest? Have we seen enough examples? So you're like, well, I would never make that turn. But I'm starting to see that this stupid looking A turn, I mean, what's the regular way? Get your group out. Yeah, a wonderful one-purpose move. Actually, two purposes. Because just a minute ago, we gave up our A stone. Oh, we just now supported it. So maybe 1.5 purposes. That's regular looking. But this one looks funny. Very thick. Gap nearby. Opens up the corner. So a move can look tiny, 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 but actually have greatness. And I've played professionals hundreds of games. And I remember, let me show you the first game I ever played against a professional. I knew Karuo Iwamoto. I would bet a lot of you don't know his name. But if we talk about top 10 players, I would say in the last 30 some years, there's been a few Go players who are new in the top 10, which means the guy that used to be top 10 is no longer on the list, which is kind of sad. So if you just go back 40 years, Karuo Iwamoto would have been on the top 10. He would have been the bottom one. But he's Iwamoto, and it was a Hanimbo, uh, very, very well respected, very strong. And he was the one that first took Go and brought it to the world. He was the first pro that would tour the US, tour the world. And he came to San Francisco and played some simul and did things like that. And I was lucky enough to play him. So anyway, I knew I had complete confidence. I thought it was going to be a 9-stone game. 7 stones, absolute confidence. I'm going to win this. There was zero doubt in my mind. I was 1Q, really feeling like I knew what I was doing. I knew that if I tried to save A, I was going to lose the game. So I'm not going to try to do it. Oh, I'm sorry. This isn't it. I did 4th line. We did a lot more 4th line back then. So then I played here, which I wouldn't play now. But oh, I wish I could remember this move. One of these moves that was second line, tiny, Gote, and I'm like, why in the world would he play there? I don't need to respond. So I went away. He plays his little tiny turn. Now it's like, oh, the most obvious thing in the world. I'm going to turn every day of the week. But I didn't understand back then. He's playing these tiny little moves that dealt with your strength, weakness, roots, the health of the group in general, while he's getting absolute life. Even though it's only 5 little points, you can never attack him again. And going into endgame, I was 35 points ahead. I did not understand why he wasn't resigning. Couldn't understand it. And I'll shorten this story. It's a wonderful story, but I'm going to really shorten it. The end result, I won by 7 points. That was the first time I understood what endgame was all about. And from that day on, my endgame started shooting up. Because I go, wow, endgame is huge. Pick up 20 points easily. I used to be able to depend. Oh, That's 20 points. I'm 20 points down. No, I'm not. I'll pick it up in endgame easily. Okay, that's me, a whole bunch of rambling. So it's the quality of the move and how it affects your opponent. Okay, good. Hopefully it's making some sense. I'm sure we'll do at least one more. Catch you later.